What's up, guys? It's your boy Chris the Icon. Welcome to episode 8 of the Iconic Talks podcast. And Friday night again. I always like to record Friday nights. You guys know that. And just want to give you guys a little bit of a life update so far. 2024 has been a pretty good one. As you guys may know, last podcast I mentioned Leia will be back. She is finally back, and I'm excited, happy to have her back in my life here in Texas with me and Casper, and it's been pretty good, pretty good. I Mr. Presence, Mr. Presence a lot, and she made me realize how much I miss her because I don't know, it was hard. It was a hard 3 months to be alone and taking care of everything in the apartment, working, being in prep. I was in prep for my powerlifting meet, taking care of Casper, and I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot, especially about Casper. I learned a lot about his tips and tricks and like his do's and all his like mannerisms and his basically his personality. I got to know Casper's personality a lot better, and I didn't know. I made me and throughout those 3 months, I got so much more attached to him. He's such a good dog. When it's just me and him, when it's just me and Casper, he's such a good dog. And he like, for example, he listens to me like so well, and so easy to feed him. Because I remember like over the years, Casper's turning 7 this year, so over the years was kind of picky when it comes to feeding him, and like he gets very emotionally emotional, and like he's just very needy. He's a very needy dog, but very protective also, which is good. And I never really got to understand like why Leo was so like at times frustrated with him when he wouldn't eat, or like why he's so needy or why the way he is. And until I was with him for alone for 3 months, and I got to know him really well. And I gotta admit, it was hard at first. I thought he wouldn't really like me, even though I've been dating Leia for a really long time and been around Casper since we got him. Um, but like Leia's the one that always took care of him, and was always staying at her place back home in Alaska when we were living back home. And I only took him a few times here and there, but like yeah, Leia was like the primary owner. I love him. I love him. We spent Halloween together. We spent Thanksgiving together, Christmas and New Year's together. And I tried to give him a really good meal every time. Once he noticed that Mama was is not coming back, like he doesn't know when Mama's coming back, so I was the only one he can depend on. So yeah, it made me become more responsible too during those 3 months. So, but I'm happy Leia's back. Funny story. Long story short, with like the week of or the weekend of, I knew she was coming back. I did my best to clean the apartment, man. Like I vacuumed, I wiped down everything, I cleaned the bathtub, I cleaned the toilets. I did the best I could, dusted everything, dusted her desk, and when she came back, she still I vacuumed, she still cleaned, and she said I missed so much spots. So like, hey, I thought I did good, but apparently I did not. It was still very dirty according to her. So that's a little bit about Leia coming back and my thing with Casper. Oh shoot, I forgot to show you guys my fit for um this podcast. So I'm wearing a new shirt I got on sale. It was on sale. It's a Fear God Essentials gray heather oversized tee. I'm wearing shout out to my bro Chad. He gave me this Inaka shorts, paisley color or paisley print, and the teal, I think it's like steel blue colorway with the red maroon logo. And for the feats, I mentioned it on my first podcast. This is Travis Scott Air Force Ones, my favorite shoes in my collection. Maybe the Air Max 90s now. Maybe the Off White Air Max 90s might be my favorite shoes now because since I got them, I've been wearing them like heavy. But yeah, that's the fit. I'm not going anywhere. This is the fit for the podcast. I got a protein shake right here. Let me drink it a little bit. I'm so happy she's back, man. Like, we've been like going out kinda almost every weekend. She's only been back for like 2 weeks, and we've been going out like almost every weekend since she's been back, and it's been fun. For the past, I think last week, we hung out with one of her good friends and her husband. We went out to it was during the time a Lunar New Year festival was going on, so we went to a Lunar New Year festival at Grandscape here in Dallas, and it was pretty cold that night, so we ended up not really enjoying the Lunar Festival because it was closing. A lot of their booths and food vendors were closing down. We got there pretty late, but we went somewhere to go eat, and it called Seven Doors Kitchen, and I got it made. It was pretty good. We caught up with Leia's friend and the husband, and just had a good time. They had a few drinks and just talked, and yeah, I think that was it for last weekend. And then the weekend before that, we went all the way to Grand Prairie, like a 30-minute drive down, like closer to Arlington area. It's still in Dallas Fort Worth area, but it's like in the middle. So it was like 30-minute, 35-minute drive, and it was packed. It was like an actual Lunar New Year festival where they had like dragon dancers, performers come out, music, street vendors. It made it look like a street market, night market where there's a lot of street vendors outside, and it was like smoky, and it was so crowded, man. Like literally shoulder to shoulder when you're walking by. It reminded me of how like Philippines was when I visited back home, where like the night markets, and it would smell like smoke everywhere, barbecue everywhere, and yeah, it was a good time. Good time. We ate a lot. I think we spent like $80, which wasn't bad, and we got a lot of food. Yeah, that's what we did so far since Leia's been back, and I'm having a good time. I can't wait till what 2024 has to offer with me and her together. The iconic couple back at it, back together after a long 3 months being away, and yeah, it's everything's just falling into place. She's still in the process of like she got a new job too, and she's like adjusting still, and like getting back into the groove of things. Also, how Casper what is, man, since she's been back, it's like I don't even exist anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Not like that, but it's like, yo, when Leia came back and Casper saw him, oh my goodness, like he was barking, he was like mad and sad, all of his emotions. You can hear and you can tell by the way he barks and his tail was wagging, like how he's feeling. He's like all over the place, and till now, he won't leave her side, man. Casper will never leave Leia's side. So like, he's so happy to have her back, and misses her every time she leaves for work. But yeah, Casper's been good. Casper's happy that the gang is back together. I can tell just the way he is. But one thing for sure, it's hard to feed him again. you know, like Leia's getting a little frustrated feeding him. He won't eat a lot. Like when it was just me, he would eat a lot, like 2 scoops of kibbles, a scoop and a half of kibbles. Now he's like very, very picky. Like he's giving Leia a hard time, and that's just how he is. Around Leia, like it's hard for him to eat, or he just won't eat for some reason. To add on to that, he doesn't listen to me as much anymore, which kind of sucks because Mama's around. He only listens to me when Mama's not around. Moving on, I want to touch upon adversity, like along the way, man. Throughout our lives, we've been through a lot of. I've been through like a lot of challenges. Like one one that I just accomplished, which was long distance with Leia. Like, it wasn't really long distance, it was like a time off. She spent 3 months with her family. We spent holidays not together, and I was here alone in Dallas. And that was challenging. It was sad. Not spending the holidays with my loved ones and family, but I got through it. I knew it was just temporary. I knew that it wasn't. This was for the better. This was for the best, I guess, and this was for her to make some more money because she was working for her mom and be there for her nephew and Jabril Kai, the nephew, my nephew too, technically. Welcome to the world. Um, Leia sent me a picture while she was in back home in Alaska. Leia sent me a picture of Jabril listening to my podcast too. So I'm gonna post it up. It's pretty cute, man. He loves Uncle Chris. Thank you. And fun fact, he's also born on the 11th day, like his uncle, Chris the Icon. So he was already born to be iconic. He was already born to be special. So, but yeah, adversity. Like, along our lifetime, we go through so much adversity, and I'm just like want to talk about it, touch up on it a bit because I was thinking about the people in my life and myself and how much challenges we've all been through, and it's crazy. Like, we all have our own mountains to climb. I mentioned that in my previous podcast, that we have our own mountains to climb, and it's a very, very challenging life, and you just gotta keep going. And I came across my best friend's girlfriend's story, and she was talking about like mental health. They're both of them. They both are big mental health advocates, and they like to share and take care of their mental health and inspire and advise others to take care of your mental health. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I need to take care of my mental health more. you know, I don't know how I feel at certain times. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it because I always like to keep myself busy, I guess. And I don't really think about how I'm like feeling sometimes. But anyways, when I first moved here, I never really got to pay attention or really cared about how I felt inside. Like, I kept like bottling up all these emotions that I have inside. And then I think last or 2 years ago, I finally opened up and felt a lot better. I talked to my best friend Billy about it. He was there. He knows. When he listens to this, he knows. And it was hard for me to be emotional, because being a guy growing up, uh, we got to be strong, stay strong. And I think 2 years ago, I finally opened up to Leia and Billy, and I felt really weird. And I've opened up to my brothers, and they're like, dude, Chris, it's okay, man. We all go through all that. Because I think it was the time where I was really still adjusting and realizing how hard it is to live in the city. And I kept overthinking, like, I was having anxiety, like, it was this the right move. Like, I had it so good back home. I had it so well. I had the gym, I had my friends, I had my parents, my family. Here I really got no one. Just me and Leia and Casper. We have each other, but still we don't have like really, really close friends that we can turn to or call over or hang out with. Um, so it was like I was having a lot of sleepless nights about that. Like, I told them about it. I told them how I felt and what was going through my head. They're like, "Yo, Chris, it's okay, man. Shit, it's okay to feel that way, but you're doing it. You're killing it out there. You're actually doing it. You did it. And everyone goes through their own challenges, and you just gotta keep going. Pray to God, and you have all this support. You have us for support and ears to listen. and to guide you and help you with every step you go through life. And that made me feel a lot better, you know. So I advise you guys also, who's struggling with mental health or is scared to talk to someone or is, not no clueless about what to do, or like who's just suffering depression, anxiety, whatever it may be, uh, just talk to someone, man. Just open up, bro. You'll feel a lot better. After I opened up, I felt 100 times better, man. So, yeah, I advise you guys to take care of your mental health and do something that you love and just keep going. You're not alone in this battle. We live in a mean world, man, and mental health is very, very important, and it's at an all-time high throughout the past few years. Like no one really talked about it till past few years ago. It's always been a thing, but like I've never really heard about it or learned the importance of mental health till like a few years ago. So yeah, I guess that's that. Uh, take care of yourself, guys. Take care of yourself. And yeah, that's just my experience and my advice, I guess. Moving on, like going on to that, spin off of that, like adversity wise and mental health wise. A good example is I had great news earlier this week. My brother called me and he passed his barber test to become a licensed barber. And when he told me that, man, I was so proud of him. I know how much he's been through and how much times all the trials and errors and all the challenges he's been through, just to get there, just to get that license. And he did it. He did it. Yeah, I'm so proud of him, man. And I know he'll be listening to this podcast. So, my bro, I love you, man. I'm proud of you. Thank you for being an inspiration. Thank you for not giving up. Because that gives me another reason. Being your older brother, that gives me another reason to add on why I should never give up. Because you guys fuel me up, my brothers, and the family to support me. My cousins, you guys know who you are. You guys fuel me, my friends. You guys are, you guys fire me up. Hype me up, hype me up. But yeah, my brother, man, congrats. You're a licensed barber. I love you, man. I'm proud of you. Keep making us proud. It's only up from here, man. We only go up from here, and I'm excited to see what's next for you. And yeah, man, keep it going, keep it going. And also, I was talking to my cousin Joel, and I don't know if you guys know, me and Joel right now at the time of this recording of this podcast, we are officially 7 days out. Me and him are stepping foot on the platform on the same day. He's gonna be in a bodybuilding show, and I will be competing in my second powerlifting meet, USAPL powerlifting. And he's gonna do I think NPC men's physique or classic physique. I forgot. I think he might be doing two bodybuilding competition. So we've been killing it. We've been keeping each other posted. Same with my bro Billy, my best friend. We've been coaching each other. My brother Augie, my cousins Joel, Joran, Alexis, and just throughout this journey, man, throughout this prep, we've just keeping each other in check and just making sure we're all right, we're doing good. And yeah, me and Joel are hyped, we're excited. He's been cutting for a long time, man. He looks really, really good, shredded to the bone. I don't know if you guys follow him, but you guys should. It's Joe Fit, and he's been what do you call that? His updates. He updates his physique like every other week, and his new low weigh-ins. So he's like shredded, man. He looks so good. He looks so good. And I've been cutting too. Like for the past month, I've been doing more cardio, watching what I eat, eating a lot more healthier, and I cut. Believe it or not, I cut 8 to 10 pounds just to compete at my weight class. I compete at 82.5 kilograms. That's 181.8 pounds. and I'm right now a week out, 7 days out. I am 180, so I'm at the weight. I just gotta maintain this, drink my protein shakes, and just taper on my workouts. So we've both been just excited to perform again and on the same day. So two icons next week, Saturday, February 24th. I think this podcast might be up already by that time, but we are stepping foot on the platform, February 24th, and we're gonna kill it. You know, for the fam, for our supporters out there, for the bloodline, and for our legacy, man. Joel, you gonna be watching this? Kill it, bro. Kill it, bro. I'm excited, man. Um, Update also on my workouts myself. Unfortunately, 3.5 weeks ago, I hurt myself deadlifting, and it was towards the end of my program, my peaking block, and I don't know what it happened, but I think Billy and I think it's I pinched a nerve. I thought it was a muscle first. I know it's not the disc. I know it's not the bone area because I can still move. I can still run and do everything else, but it's just certain positions, especially the deadlift position. When I get low, like I do conventional deadlift, so when I get that low, it hurts just reaching the bar. So yeah, for the past 3 weeks, I've been taking deadlifts really, really light, and I was just unfortunate. I don't know what happened. I thought I maybe it was I didn't warm up well enough, but it is what it is. You know, we just gotta keep going and just rest, ice it. I've been icing it really, really heavily, and I bought an ice pack. I bought an ice pack that Joel recommended me, so I've been icing it heavily. Almost, I try to remember to almost every after workout. I would ice it for at least 15 minutes to 30 minutes, and yeah, it's an icy hot. I've been taking ibuprofen every training session, before training sessions, and at night I've been taking ibuprofen. So yeah, it's healing. I feel it. The pain level is at a 3 right now out of 10, and it just feels better. The pain is still there. I'm still not 100%, but I have a week left to heal and ice up, and we'll just go from there, man. I'll take what my body can give me that given day, and who knows, I might pull some PR numbers. My goal is to PR every lift, and I think I will, except for the deadlift um, because of my injury. We'll see though. We'll see. Maybe maybe God will give me bulletproof hips or bulletproof back on the day of the meet, and I can just go. You know, the adrenaline and the hype and the the crowd just put on a show, and we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited, and yeah, it's 12:11 here, man. I should be wrapping this up. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up, man. Leia's back. She unfortunately she doesn't wanna. She's not ready to join the podcast yet. Maybe in the later episodes I'll force her to join me. But stay tuned for that. I want to show you guys the gear that I have to wear for powerlifting on the meet. So this right here is a singlet. I got A7, the brand. So when I first started powerlifting or when I competed last year, it was either I was leaning towards SBD brand or A7 brand. Um, SBD stands for squat bench deadlift. It's a powerlifting brand, and A7 is another powerlifting brand. Like they're two big powerlifting equipment brands. So I went with A7 because my brother Augie got A7 and told me to get A7, and I like the saying. It says their motto is demand greatness. So whatever you do, man, or you hard workers out there, meatheads out there, gym goers out there, demand greatness, man. So A7 is the brand I'm rocking with, and I'm gonna be dripped out A7. I'm Here's a meat shirt. You gotta wear this under. It says demand greatness. Um, this is a very, very special piece. This is my powerlifting belt. I've recently just got this buckle, A7 buckle, power lever, and I love it, man. It's beautiful. very very heavy duty. I broke two levers already. I broke the very first one that I gave it came with is this is a Inaka X GBT belt collab, so it's very very thick and uh sturdy. So Get Better Today and Inaka. So Get Better Today is Russ Wohl's brand, one of the goats in powerlifting. When his time is up, he's gonna be considered one of the goats in powerlifting. He's a big inspiration of mine, big influencer. Um, 5-time national champ, 2-time world champ, Russ Wohl, Russell Orhe. So this is his brand. Get Better Today. I put the man greatness sticker right here, A7, and Russ Wohl is actually the only influencer that I met and spoke to personally and conversate with personally and signed my belt. He signed my belt. So it's a special belt. He said it says Russ Wohl. It's kind of faded now, it's dirty. It's just chalked up. But like he signed Russ Wohl and it said Get Better Today. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just gotta clean it up and I put like concealer or some spray like sealant to protect the signature. So that's why it looks like that. But if I clean it up and all, you'll see it more clean. But yeah. Also, to end it off, deadlift socks A7. So yeah, there's some more few. There's Hey Casper, you wanna come here? You wanna say hello to the camera? There's my son right here. See, like he's with Mama. That's why he's not in the podcast, guys. He's not in my video. Come here, Casper. Come here. Come say hello to the podcast. You're the star of the show. Come here, Casper. He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna come, guys. I'm sorry. Apologize. I'm gonna end the podcast here. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching the Iconic Talks episode 8. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I made 8 episodes already. This is still so crazy to me and still so new to me, guys. Thank you guys for rocking with me, man, and for all the support. Thank you guys. I'm gonna keep going, and yeah, man. Hopefully, next podcast, episode 9, I'm gonna give you guys a good update on the powerlifting meet and how it goes, and also Joel's bodybuilding show and how he went, and yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited, bro. Big things 2024. But yeah, that's all the equipment. Some of the equipment that I wanted to show you guys that I have to wear on meet day, on competition day. Competition day next week. So I'm ready to rock. Mentally I'm ready, but physically I'm still hurt. But it is what it is, man. I gotta go. I gotta kill it. Gotta kill it for you guys, for the icons out there, and for the family, for the bloodline, for the supporters. Let's perform. It's your boy Crystal Icon. Thank you guys for watching again. I'll talk to y'all later.